In this short video, I want to talk about a project about false news on social media funded by the British Academy that I'm leading as principal investigator. In this project, we ask a very simple question. We ask if social media users can do something themselves against false news on social media, for instance, by flagging misinformation, by writing comments where they say, this is actually wrong. Now, misinformation is an increasing problem on social media. It is a challenge for democracies around the world. AI might help us to solve that problem, but right now it looks as if AI can actually make things worse. That's why we focus on the role that social media users can play. Let me give you a little idea of the research design that we used in order to answer our research question. We collected data in Germany, in the UK, and in Italy, and we surveyed more than 2,000 people in each of those countries. We collected a lot of false news as well as real news, social media posts, and we did that because we really didn't want to make up any false information for the purposes of the experiment. Now, the core part of the research, of the experimental part, is that people were either assigned to a control condition or a treatment condition. And in the control condition, respondents would see a false social media post without any kind of corrective comments, without any comments. But in the treatment condition, people would see the same false news post, but then there would also be corrective comments. Comments where other users actually say the post is factually incorrect, the post is completely wrong. And then we would ask all people to rate the accuracy of the information. We pre-registered several hypotheses, and the core hypothesis is, of course, that people in the treatment condition who see corrective comments would be better able to detect false information. And this is really what we find across several experiments across countries. So social corrections posted by social media users help people to detect false information, which is obviously great news. But there is also a downside. We also tested what is going on, what is happening on the real news side. We tested what happens when other people actually post comments where they claim that real news are factually incorrect. And this really makes it more difficult for people to detect, to identify real news. So people are more likely to not believe real news when other social media users say that the real news is wrong. And this is obviously creating a problem. So social corrections can help us in the fight against false news, but there is also that downside, and that's something I'll focus on in future research. And we definitely need better digital media literacy skills, which is a core concept my work is focusing on. Thank you so much for your attention.